Hey there, my name is Kevin Butler, and I'm a certified professional ergonomist that works for Steelcase, and this is the Steelcase Think chair. Think is an intelligent, weight-activated mechanism chair that is equipped with a seat height, a seat pan depth, a boost setting, a recline limiter, and a chair lock. It has adjustable lumbar, and it has 4-dimensional adjustable arms. So today, we're going to take a few minutes and we're going to walk you through how to optimize your comfort in the Think chair. Where we're going to start is seat height. The way to adjust seat height is you find the lever right here. You hop out of the chair just a little bit, you pull up on that lever, and the chair will pop up. Now, if I want to lower the chair, I sit back down, I stay seated, I hit that same lever, and the chair will go up and down 5 inches. Okay, your choice, but here's where you want to set that. You want to make sure that your thighs are approximately parallel to the ground and that your feet are directly below the knee or a little bit out in front and that they are flat and solid on something, whether that's the floor or a footrest. That's proper seat height. Now, we're going to go to seat pan depth. Seat pan depth is, you can find it here, but it's a bar that runs across the entire front of the seat pan. So you can actually find 2 places on either side where you can easily grab and engage that seat pan depth slide adjustment. So if I pop out of my chair and have that engaged, you can see that there is a considerable amount of seat pan depth adjustment. Now, where do I want the seat pan? The only rule that I have as an ergonomist is make sure the front of the seat pan edge does not come into contact with the back of your knee. Some people like little coverage, some people like complete coverage. Just make sure you're not too close between the seat edge and the back of the knee. Now, when I say too close, I'm looking for between 2 and 3 finger widths spacing between those so that there is no risk for contact stress at the back of the knee. Okay? Once you have that, you're good to go. Next, we've got this knob right here, which actually clicks if you turn it back and forth. Now, I want you to start with this knob all the way counterclockwise. That's what we call true counterbalance or true weight activation. Now, what does that mean? That means this chair is a little bit more intelligent than the average chair. The more weight that gets put on the seat pan, the more challenging it is to recline. Now, the logic behind this is if I actually weigh more up here, I'm going to need that support, which is why it's more difficult to push back in the chair. So that's what we mean by weight activation. It's a little bit more intelligent, a little bit more intuitive than just cranking the tension up. Okay? So if I come back here and I go all the way counterclockwise, this is true counterbalance. Now, if I crank this 1 click to the right or clockwise, that's boost. Now, what boost gives me is approximately 20% greater tension in the support of the back, meaning it's that much more challenging to push back, that much more firm, solid support. So if I try that in a recline, that feels a bit more supportive for me. So boost is going to be the setting for me. Now, if you're somebody that knows that they want to limit the amount of recline they take, or if they insist on being totally upright, me personally, my strong recommendation is to start with the chair all the way open so you at least have a fighting chance to open up this hip angle, stretch out those hip flexors, and not feel so creaky when you do in fact get up and move around. That said, I do know and I have met many folks that say, you know what, I need it to be locked. If that's the case, you've got 1 click, which is going to be a 50% recline reduction, another click, which is going to be your upright lock. So those options are available to you if you know that you're somebody that needs those things. Okay? Now, what about the adjustable lumbar? Well, it's integrated into the back, so it's extremely smooth and moves up and down several inches. Now, where do you want this? You want the adjustable lumbar to be set at what we call the apex of the lumbar spine, or basically where that small of your back is, where the lumbar curve is the greatest. That's where we want that additional lumbar support to be. So if I'm going to tuck back in the chair and kind of feel that, it's almost perfect. It's a teeny bit low for me. So I'm going to actually take it, bump it up 1, sit back in the chair again. That's perfect. It's that simple. Okay? Now, last, the armrest. The armrest, there's a button right here which will allow the armrest to go up and down approximately 4 inches. Now, each armrest also has lateral movement, twist, and each armrest also goes forward and backwards. Now, the only rule I have with armrests is that if you do use an armrest and prefer an armrest for things like typing, reading a book, answering a phone, maybe texting, make sure that you don't use the armrest as a crutch. Just make sure that it's there for some nice, gentle support to offload some of the muscles in the shoulders perhaps, but make sure that you're not using the armrest and putting a lot of pressure on the elbow, because that can also cause some issues. So just be cognizant of that, be careful, good luck adjusting, you can do it, and stay safe.